Good morning. It's December 7th, 2017. I stumbled upon some information that made me question what I thought I knew about Salesforce since 1999. And it was about lead conversion and how fields behave, the data that's in the field records that you have, and how that data behaves when you convert the lead from, in Abel Cloud's words, the left side of the house to the right side of the house. And there has been a dramatic shift in how data behaves that no one seems to be talking about and would have a huge impact on how your company manages leads, its entire lead management protocol, based on these changes that weren't even discussed in release notes and are just very subtle. No, there's like a little tiny article I was able to find about how lead data behaves, and I'm just dumbfounded that the Salesforce community is not talking about this, and I don't know what the impetus was for the change because it's pretty radical. I don't know if it was lightning, but I'm going to show you what I discovered. So, normally, and I'm looking at a dummy lead record. Actually, this is a real person that came in on my web to lead form, but I changed some of the data. It's probably not even a real person. It's probably a bot before I implemented the web to lead forms can now reCAPTCHA that reCAPTCHA functionality. So, tangent web post for another day. But, so I have this lead record, Jessica Dukes at Discover Organizations. Now, I can't tell you exactly when this lead conversion behavior changed. However, in the past, I would say around a year ago, when you converted a lead, if I had Jessica Dukes with a phone number on the lead that was different from her existing contact record on the right side of the house, when I converted her lead record from the left side of the house to the right side of the house, that phone number on the lead would carry over. It would overwrite whatever was in the phone field on her contact. And the idea behind this is, well, if she came in off a web to lead form or some sort of, however that lead record came in, that is probably newer and more up to date than what's on the contact. And so her phone number on the lead, let's say it was 00000, was better than what's on the contact. It would overwrite it. And that's why I always told my customers, make sure you have field history tracking turned on so that during lead conversion, if you see something changed for an existing contact, you would have that breadcrumb trail to understand where did that change, who made the change, when was it made, what was the original field value, and what was the new one. So I stumbled on this article. Actually, I didn't stumble. I searched for this article. It says, what happens when I convert a lead? And this sentence right here is what matters. Now, if you've ever searched help and training in Salesforce, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of pages of content. So it just seems odd to me that this was such a small, it's one sentence, and it's dramatic. So I'm going to read it to you even though it's on the screen. Salesforce adds information from the lead into empty fields. This is lead conversion. Salesforce does not overwrite existing account or contact data. Now, if you have been managing your leads under the premise that whatever data is on that lead record is more accurate, and when I convert a lead and append it to an existing contact, I'm going to bring over that more accurate information, that's now blown away. That's no longer true. And so what it means is, if you want that information on the lead, your lead management conversion protocol is going to have to shift from appending to the existing contact to create a net new contact and then deal with deduping over on the right side of the house. So that's a lot of steps involved. And for anybody who advocates for sound, good data the way that Able Cloud does, you can start to take this conversation out and realize just what a big impact this may have, this subtle little change. So I'm going to show you how it behaves. So I'm in my own production org. You know, Able Cloud runs its entire company on Salesforce. I'm slowly converting to Lightning. I will take a tangent and just highlight in your Lightning page, there is a potential duplicates functionality that I like a lot. It's only enabled when you enable duplicate management rules, which if you don't have time to understand them, you don't really get it, and you don't know how your own company defines a duplicate, I highly recommend that you at least in setup go under duplicate rules, activate any of the matching rules and activate any of the duplicate rules, because at least it brings things to your attention based on standard definitions of what constitutes a duplicate and gives you something. Something's better than nothing. But that's another web post for another day. All right, so I have Jessica Dukes. I created a dummy account and a dummy contact just so we could see how this data behaves. So what's important, and I've done many blog posts on lead conversion, is according to the new protocol based on Salesforce behavior, blank fields, the only fields that will come over of the native Salesforce lead and contact fields, the only fields that are going to come over during conversion, the data points, are if that contact field is blank. So title here, you can see I can't stand these people who call all the time. They're like, oh, I got a list to sell, blah, blah, blah. I gave her title, annoying telemarketer. On her contact record, her title is blank. So this is a native field, meaning we all have it when we first turn on Salesforce. When I convert this Jessica Dukes lead to the right side of the house and append it to her existing contact record, that lead, her title will come over because in my contact it's blank. However, for her mobile, which I put in my mobile phone number, the company's, that's populated. So on her, let me see, on her lead, I'm gonna make it, where's my mobile phone number? There it is. I'll make it 585. I'll just make it different. So that 7395252 will not come over during lead conversion because the mobile field, native mobile field on her contact record is already populated. So I'm going to lose this data point during conversion. Completely lose it, which is huge. So maybe the email is better on her lead. Maybe whatever other fields, native fields, are valuable to you, and you're going to lose them. So this means an entirely new lead management strategy you're going to have to implement. So I have this lead record. It did find duplicates, by the way, because I activated the standard matching rules and duplicate rules, like I mentioned a few minutes ago. All right, so I'm going to click Convert. This UI is all new, all different. So I could create a new Jessica Dukes, which may be your MO. Oh my gosh, it's not even going to present me. Hold on a second. I haven't converted a lead in Lightning. Okay, so I'm going to append to the existing Discover organizations. I'm going to append to an existing contact. Now I have to go search for her. Okay? I don't know if you guys realize the impact for your users who are responsible for lead management. If you've converted to Lightning, this is pretty big. In the past, I was presented with, here are the potential duplicates. If I scroll down, yeah, no, I'm not presented with that anymore. So Lightning lead conversion is very, very different. And I don't know why it's saying 0 contact matches, because I have one over there. All right, I am not going to create an opportunity upon conversion. So before I click that button, just as a reminder, her mobile on her contact is 5251, title is blank. Those are the two fields that matter. I'm just using them as examples. Okay, it's been converted. So I'm going to go to the Jessica Dukes contact. It tells me. I hate how you land on related by default in Lightning. It's just stupid. Her title came over. The mobile did not. Exactly how this article or documentation says it's going to behave. Wildly different than what we had a year ago. So I don't know if this is because of Lightning. I don't know if this is because of Marketing Cloud. But it's very important for those of us that use leads and have staff converting leads and or are on the cusp of adopting Lightning. So a lot to think about. Read up. Take care. Bye.